Let's start off with this video actually in development February 1st, the day right before Boulevard of the Reserve Part 2 is released. I'm gonna be honest, like Gambino said, Boulevard of the Reserve Part 1 and Part 2 was recorded in the same session, but I had to cut it down by following the 9 minutes or less rule I put on myself. So I knew this type of anxiety was gonna haunt me since I post Part 1. I knew this was coming, but I needed to be completely transparent with myself, authentic with myself, devoted to myself to move on with that chapter in my life. Definitely the best video I ever made, even though I ain't got much views, but I feel nice. I feel exhilarated for that. Sometimes when I listen to certain lyrics, it really gets me thinking with maturity of time or self. For instance, one of my favorite songs is Enchanted from J.cole featuring Omen on Friday Night Lights. I listened to this song like so many times, really the album Friday Night Lights, but I thought a little bit, differently than the message of the song. And this line Cole says before the song ends.
Your face on the front of our shirt screaming we miss you. Another day, another song, another praise, another gone. But still we play like ain't nothing wrong, like ain't nothing wrong, cause ain't nothing wrong.
I swear it was like last week on Friday. I'm driving back home from school, not wanting to listen to the radio, and just in the mood to just listen to Cole that day. And I hear that verse, and I start understanding, individualism, accepting inclination of people desiring what it is in a higher state. For example, there were times when I'll see the Migos, wearing hella chains, they call them chokers, that's what it's called. And I'm like, damn, these niggas spending like stupid money on these material things, but that isn't a problem. They worked hard for their money. They truly admire how this thing makes them feel. And at the end of the day, if that's what makes them feel jubilant, God, that word's hard. Jubilant. That's all that matters. With coming in terms of that, I recall when it was in my hiatus days of trying to spread the word like religion, to be healthy and not to eat meat or drink soda or whatever toxic shit that isn't really helping us. Basically, the subject I was talking about in Boulevard of the Reserve Part 1. I would tell this to my friends at lunch around 10th grade, I believe. And I would never forget this day when my friend Kevin, he said the illest thing. And at the time, I didn't, I just brushed it off, but now it's more recognizable. He said something about, Michael, I know you're a healthy guy, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But if I still don't eat burger or whatever shit you may say not to consume, I'm still or may want to consume or indulge in that. Not everyone wants to be like you. And I'm thinking, my nigga, I'm giving you gems to make your life to make you live for a long time. But I really just commented, well, yeah, you right. Now realizing he's 1,000% incorrect. Looking at I thought that nigga was fucking wrong. I was like, this nigga bugging. But with just thinking about it and just seeing the way people do things, and just looking at life, the dude's correct, because everyone has their own path to idolism. Everybody has their own perspectives. There's vegans that they may believe that they're gonna live a long life, but they may die fairly young. But there's people who eat meat and they may live up to 90 years. Shit, there's stories of smokers that smoke 10 packs of cigarettes and they're perfectly fine and they live a long and beautiful life. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? I thought there was an absolute guidebook on life, but there isn't. One doesn't know when their time is over. Or with Alan Watts' theory of life, which is pretty dope, there isn't a good way or a bad way of living. Sometimes there isn't an absolute correct answer. There's moments, life is like an open-ended question. Fuck, trying to spread the word about things. It's never bad to live, or it's never bad to give suggestions on things, but there's no point to enforce things on people. That's why I don't do that shit anymore with telling people the way an individual wants to live anymore.
Baby, I already know, you don't have to tell me twice.